Excuse me. Um, hey. So I have a little idea I want to run by you guys. A little brain turd. I want to share the stench with you. What do you guys think about DIY IUDs? Yeah, no, yes. Listen, it's on the table if you want it. I'm just saying craft night could get a little more progressive. And I'm all about that these days. I hear that pipe cleaners are half off at Hobby Lobby. Get whatever color you want. Okay, anyway. So there's a new trend in the health food industry, and it's called overnight oats. Have you guys heard of it? You've heard of it? Has anyone tried it? Tried it? You've tried it? Let me ask you something. How do you sleep at night? Knowing that you left your oats alone? Unsupervised? Have you no shame? You don't know what could happen? You didn't even think about the consequences of what could happen if you leave your oats overnight? For those of you that don't know, overnight oats, so unnecessary. Overnight oats is a disgraceful practice in which oats and a milk of your preference are left alone in a cold, dark fridge overnight to fornicate into a scrumptious grab-and-go breakfast. And it is the adultery that we are not talking about. Anyway, speaking of sorry, let me try that again. Speaking of adultery, who wants to know a sexy little secret? Yeah, a sexy little secret? I have epilepsy. Which means I'm a human vibrator. Don't put me in your butt. But seriously, I have epilepsy. And part of being epileptic means I have to sit my friends and my family down and say, hey, look, I know that right now I'm very still, and my eyes are where they're supposed to be. But there may come a time where that's not the case. And you're gonna have to help me out, because I can't do anything about it. So I had this one friend. I have this one friend who I sat her down. I said, hey, we've been hanging out a lot. I might have a seizure when I'm ready because I have epilepsy. And I told her, look, you have to, if I have a seizure, you're going to have to turn me on my side and put something soft under my head. Cool? Cool. So a couple months flash by. We're hanging out, and I'm a little anxious because I had some caffeine, and I'm not supposed to have that because it lowers my seizure threshold. And she says to me, and this is completely true, and she was completely serious, don't worry, Elizabeth. I remember what to do if you have a seizure. I turn the lights off, and I put a pillow over your face. Because we all know that the cure for a seizure is suffocation in complete darkness. No, when she said that, I was like, no. That's what you would do if you wanted to murder me. Partial credit. No, but really, I've been trying to figure out her logic all these months, like, why did you think that was what you do? Because I don't know any state that a person is in where they would need a pillow over their face. Not a single situation. I'm just really glad that she's not a healthcare professional, because people would come in and this little kid would have a broken leg, and she's like, oh, okay, so I'm going to open the window and pour bleach in your eyes. Is that gonna stop the pain? It'll stop the pain, all right. Someone comes in for a pink eye and they're like, nurse, prep the patient for a tracheotomy. What's going on? Oh, okay. Something on my arm. Does anyone ever feel that they're being targeted by YouTube previews? Yes? Oh wow, I love an agreeable crowd. So I feel like I'm being targeted by teen romance movies, which is like, oh yeah, that's cute, like, oh, she's a romantic, but something about the last couple teen romance movies that is quite questionable. They all involve terminal and or impossible illnesses that are just like wildly inconvenient. So of course we had The Fault in Our Stars, which was about two kids battling cancer. Next we have Everything, Everything, which is about a girl who has an autoimmune disease who can't leave the house. Next we have Midnight Sun. It's a movie about Bella Thorne, where she can't go out in the sun. And now we have Every Day, where this person wakes up in a new body every day. And just like side note, I feel like they're getting like more and more impossible. Like next year there'll be a movie that comes out and it'll be like, this is Tanya. She's 16 years old. And she can only digest human flesh, or she'll set the moon on fire. Okay. Anyway, so I feel targeted by these, and I'm taking it as a sign that like, one of these days I'm either gonna find the love of my life, or I'm gonna die, or both. And I've been like thinking over the scenario in my head, like I'm gonna have a seizure and fall into the arms of my betrothed. And I'm thinking about it now, I'm imagining it as a movie called Seize the Day. We'll have a passionate love affair. They'll say to me, oh, babe, you're so cute when you twitch. But then, at the very end, the doctor will say to me, Elizabeth, if you have one more seizure, you're going to die. And so, like Romeo and Juliet, me and my lover will lie side by side, dead together, by smothering of pillow. Thank you guys.